Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. Darius Smith in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taylor now returning it. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a quick throw to start the drive complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and 10 at the 40.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Tennessee.
On first down, Tannehill trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
6 and a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns.
It's a foot race. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. So first and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Henry.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
At the 1-yard line.
On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now a dump off here complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Titans' 32-yard line.
Second and 12. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Titans 3.
On second and 12, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. On the delay, Jones. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
At the 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run here with Dillon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Titans 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw is Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henry. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
It's a pickup of
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 8-yard line.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13 to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
He was covered by
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Dillon now on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Dillon, the ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 36-yard line.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 23. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, Yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 85 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try to move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. That's complete to Lazard. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
33-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Aaron Jones. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
and we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll go again to Jones. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 25. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Packers 30, Titans 19.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Stiff-armed him. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Kenny Clark in on the
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Brown, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
First and goal.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
On the carry.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Back to throw, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Titans, 25.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers will drop this underneath for Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Back now at Lambeau. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 10.
And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Packers 37. Titans.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Flush to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first and 10, Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again is Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
Good.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 23-yard run. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Smith catches left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Down, Tennessee.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Tannehill on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Made at the 21-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. So they decline it, and they choose to not give him that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And Adams has it. Good play. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Packers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.